What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, world? It's your boy Amp Dog with another episode of Politickin. Want to thank everybody for tuning in, showing your love, and make sure y'all hit that like, share, subscribe button, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Big Amp Dog said, what's the deal? And today, we got a story coming out of Kentucky, um, Hazard High School, where um, the Hazard High School athletics department, they pretty much posted some photos on their Facebook page, uh, basically showing male students giving lap dances to male staff. It seemed like it was majority male, and they were wearing like uh, lingerie, things like that, and they was calling it the male pageant. Now, the school principal, who is in this photo right here, Donald Happy Mobilini, who is the principal, but he's also the mayor. And that says a lot to me, because how I feel is somebody who has a position, within the community, which is a principal. You know what I'm saying? Um, your goal is to, be able to, lead the kids and motivate them to what they about to get to, which is after high school, whether they go to college, pick up a job, a trade, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what a principal is supposed to be there for. You know, this right here, Happy, that's his name. To me, this seems like a more of a personal, um, I guess you would say, like a more of a personal type of, I just gotta say, a fantasy type shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not sure the details on if these kids was forced to do this. If it was some type of incentive. You know, but Happy just seems a little too happy while this going on. They also had females students come out in like Hooters t-shirts, uniforms pretty much. And this is a high school. This is not a college. This is a high school. You know what I'm saying? The photos is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And all these fat, overweight, 40 plus men going bald is just eating it all up, having a good old time, laughing and everything. And the fact that this is called Hazard High School, red flags already been just waved. That's a red flag in itself, you know. And of course, um, they get the students' statements. Some of the students say it wasn't meant to be anything sexual, but that's all sexual. It's just like the whole debate about, you know, teaching kids homosexuality or about, what sex they identify with, and they only 2 years old. Like that type of push and and influence on a child that should only be worried about their favorite color, what shapes go into this block, you know, to where when you get to talking about identifying with a sex, it's instantly something to me that's borderline pedophilia when you're talking about it with kids. Now, when kids get a certain age, yeah, they could make whatever decision they want. You know what I'm saying? But when you dealing with kids at a young age, and this probably ain't got nothing to do with this story right now, but it's just the fact is the facts, and the facts is No matter what, it should never be a thing of a child having to have that as a decision to make during their adolescence, you know. So no matter if you identify with whatever, you're grown. A child shouldn't have to have those type of things that they got to deal with. You know, they shouldn't have to deal with, you know, heterosexual men forcing women on a 2 year old like, ooh, yeah, you see her butt, you shouldn't do that to a child. Borderline pedophilia. But you shouldn't also, in the same breath, you shouldn't also motivate the fact that, oh well, he should do this. He look at this. You play with, put this dress on him. You know what I'm saying? Or try to, oh, we what do you want to do? You want to identify this child as a male or a female, or you want to say other. No, the science of it all. You know, so I think before we treat or teach these kids our agendas and our narratives, maybe we should teach them the truth and let them be able to, as they grow, be able to manifest into whatever it is that they choose to manifest in. You know, no matter what side you on. This is just a message, because this right here is unacceptable in the high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got these teenage boys coming out in lingerie, like stripping and not stripping, but rubbing on these staff members, and look like it's a photo of a staff member having a boy bent over and paddling him or spanking him or something. This shit is just outrageous, man. These is children at the end of the day. Because I don't know about y'all, but I know when I went to high school, I had to be about 14 years old in ninth grade, you know. So, yeah, I was going to school with 17, 18-year-olds, but for the most part, I had a choice in what I wanted to involve myself in, and I think that should still be something that's going on as far as, with these kids, just shit like this shouldn't happen. I just did a story about a mom who would host parties for pretty much what this mayor seems like he doing. You know what I'm saying? I hope he resigns soon. You know, we got to put the pressure on people like this. You know what I'm saying? And of course the kids, they support it. It's being blown out of proportion, another student says. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, and then you got another one saying, I think that everyone's taking it way too far. Every year up to this year, I would say they're just getting vulgar. So maybe they've been doing this, it's a ritual, but it's social media is out, so we got to expose these people that are around our children or elected officials. You know what I'm saying? That don't have necessarily the same values that we as a community or as a public would necessarily have. This right here is it should be some charges brought up, I would say. You know what I'm saying? You could see it in the thumbnail. You got the one kid sitting there with his hand on his knee, just like, what the fuck? So I'm speaking for the ones that don't want to necessarily be influenced on they choices in life, and whether it's like I said, whether you sitting there and had a bunch of them girls, student females doing that, you know what I mean? It's still inappropriate. I just feel like we need to hold these men accountable, because at this point it just seemed like a sexual satisfaction that they were getting, as middle-aged men, sitting here, trying to laugh it off, of course, you know, so all of them got big smiles on their face, but who knows the type of mind these men got. But I say these actions right here show a lot. So, you know, y'all like, share, subscribe. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. This is crazy. Crazy, crazy. But anyway, protect your people, protect your children. You know, watch. You can't trust everybody. You can't trust everybody. You can't trust your principal. You can't trust your mayor, who is the principal. And that's probably how he became mayor, because the students loved him. You know what I'm saying? You know, I remember a situation with my principal at my high school. He was messing around, cheating on his wife, dealing with one of the security ladies, you know, allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly because I'm sure some people that went to high school with me know the story, but, you know, anyway, that's just what it is. It was a divorce that happened after, but anyway, I don't know, allegedly. But yeah, man, yeah, y'all gotta watch these people that's out here that y'all, you know, trusting around your kids, um, and doing pop up shouldn't only happen when the teacher or the school call you to come sit in class with your child. I believe you got that same right to just, you know, and not necessarily that you don't trust your child, but I want to just see how a teacher's demeanor would be, you know, because they ain't just pressure on that child like, oh, my mom sitting next to me, or my dad came and sit in class with me today because my teacher said I was talking too much. You know what I'm saying? That's pressure on that teacher. Because shit, I'm going to be sitting there with my book bag too. Teach me something. Show me what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, y'all like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Big M Dog said, what's the deal? Peace.